What's up, guys? How you doing out there? It's your boy Derek, Pretty Boy Dow, Pretty Boy the Panther. Growl for me, ladies, growl. And welcome to another show of What's on My Mind. You already know. It ain't live from Sour Apple. It's nothing fancy. It's just stuff that I hear randomly throughout a day or a week or a month, and it just bothers me to the point that I need to talk about it. So, I hope you've been watching the other shows. I hope you've enjoyed the Know Your Self-Worth. That was especially for you ladies because I definitely think you're a diamond in the rough. So, now that I said all that, that show is more so about the positivity of you wonderful creatures. This show is something that came across my desk. And I was talking to a friend of mine, I'm going to say his name because, he don't care. I'm gonna say his Twitter name at Mr. Fresh himself. He had hit me with a couple of, situations, and I'm thinking of it like this. Now, let's talk about. And I'm sorry I'm rambling because I always ramble. You already know because I don't pre-script this or anything. It's just I just speak off the top of my head. I want to talk about women. Today's women, and not all of you, but the ones that still have that belief that men should pay for everything, on dates and everything. Just the women who have that belief that every time you go out on a date, every time you do something, the man is supposed to pay. Now, I'm sorry. What did Mr. Fresh himself? He said he called it old fashioned syndrome or something like that. Like women be like, oh, I'm old fashioned. And he said, well, if you so old-fashioned and you expect me to pay for everything, why you still talking? You need to learn how to shut the... That's what he said. I didn't say that, but I thought that was funny. So, let's talk about that, ladies. In the day and age where people are in a recession, where it's not common for a single income to take care of a whole household, why is it still some of you guys out there that feel like men should pay for everything? See, I kind of have this unwritten official rule where it's like it's a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 ratio, meaning that every 2 to 3 dates that I take you and I pay for, the next one's on you. So I kind of treat it like a Subway little clip coupon. You buy enough $5 footlongs, guess what? I get one free. I just think that's just fair. It's just fair. Don't get me wrong, and for you the women who do have the old-fashioned syndrome that feel you should pay for stuff, like I said in the Know Your Self-Worth, I don't think you should be just sleeping with if the guy can't drive your car, you shouldn't be sleeping with him. But in the same token, I'm not talking sex. I'm not talking anything. We're just talking about straight up and down dating. Now, I do believe in something called courting. And courting is basically like, the date where the dude has to earn, being around you and show you he's deserving of your time. He should. Every guy should have to go through that to show you that they're there for more than just to have sex with you. That they're genuinely interested in you. I think they should have to. It's not game. And fellas be like, no, that's game plan. I'm not talking about game plan. I'm talking about just a general showing that woman that you care. So, you have to court. You have to go through it. You want a job. You have to get in the suit. You have to get your resume right. You have to go in there, put your best proper voice on and get it there. You should have to do that too if you want to get a woman of substance. But you women who believe a guy should pay for everything, every date you go on, that is absurd. Because like you say you old-fashioned and kind of along the lines of what Mr. Fresh himself say, if you kind of old-fashioned and you step back and you also let that man be a man in the sense of you let him take over pretty much everything because you're just pretty much a kept woman if I have to pay for everything, and I find it funny, especially with those type of women. They're very headstrong, which, I love I love a strong woman. But it's so funny because you want the dude to pay for everything, and then you want to tell him to do everything. Then you say, well, don't talk to me that way because you're not my father. Well, I don't want to pay for everything because I'm not your father. But if you're going to put me in a situation where I'm paying for everything, then it goes back to that old adage, I'm paying the cost to be the boss. You know? And another side note, let's talk about another leg of that. I have a problem. And I'm going to let you know, probably, guys, this is probably going to be a 2-part thing. Because, like I said, I'm really rambling now. But I'm going to see if I can get at Mr. Fresh himself to join. That's going to be first time ever. And we're going to do this in 2 parts. But ladies, if you call a guy up and say, hey, what you doing? He says nothing. Hey, you want to go to the show? Guess what? You just asked him out. Guess who should pay for that? You. You don't have to agree with me, but it's the truth. Because if a guy says, yo, babe, what you doing? I really want something to eat. I really want to go out eating. You want to go? He just offered to take you out. If you call me 5 days a week and be like, yo, I want to go out. Now, guess what? You're going to pay for those because you asked me. You're not going to dip into my wallet every time you decide you want to go out. Don't do that. Let me ask you, because if I'm willing to pay for something as a man, I'm going to call you, yo, would you like to do lunch? Would you like to do breakfast? Any of these things. And when I ask you that, guess who's going to pay? I am. Unless we have some predetermined setup or agreement where it's like we're going Dutch, or you already told me you got the next one, so I'm like, yo, I want to cash in. Something like that. But we need to talk about that because you can't. It's kind of like how women always get on men when they say, when they go into the Bible and they only say half that verse about a woman is supposed to submit to her man, but they don't say the rest about, like how, and I'm paraphrasing, how a man is supposed to, love a woman in some type of way, where pretty much it makes sense. It's like hand in hand. Yes, you're supposed to submit, but I'm supposed to give you a lot so you'll want to submit. That type of situation. You can't go, I'm old fashioned, so you should pay for stuff, but then in the same jargon, in the same breath, run your mouth, talk all this crap, claim you don't cook, claim you don't clean, claim you don't do this. So you don't cook, clean, you don't do other stuff I like, you don't do none of that stuff, but as long as we talking, you gonna pay for everything. Well, then you're not old fashioned, because normally, yes, in the olden days when a one income can do it, he's paying for everything. The house, your dates, your this, your clothes, this. But guess what? You're running the house. You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking care of the kids. It's a trade-off. So for you just dating and there's no marriage, sweetheart, you hold no value. You're not an asset if you do nothing else. And again, ladies, I'm not talking about sex. You should not give up sex because he's paying for stuff, because that's a prostitute. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's an even exchange. Even exchange. If you expect me to pay for all dates, which I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to go on record to say this, so if you ever have the opportunity to date me in the future, or you even still want to date me after this, Derek Pretty Boy Dow does not, here we go, does not, here we go, one more time, does not pay for every date we go on. You will be waiting for a date. If I go, let's just even say if I go 5 dates in and I'm paying for it, and you never offer, oh baby, you're going to be waiting. Because I'm not doing it. Because I don't want to be with that type of person that's that selfish. It's a give and take situation. It doesn't have to be tit for tat, but it's a give and take. Fellas, get some balls about yourself. Come up with a rule that's good for you. Mine is like the 2-1-3-1. Sometimes they'll get me 4-1. If she's really hurting and she tells me ahead of time and I really like her like that, then she might give me 5-6-1. But are you paying for something? Oh, and I don't buy you gifts on Sweetest Day. That's my day. You take care of me. But I will hook you up on Valentine's. Just a disclaimer on my note. So that's really what's on my mind. 9 minutes. That's a really long time. So I'm going to wrap this up. But y'all tell me, what's going on with the old-fashioned situation? What's going on with you wanting to take... Now, I'm already saying, I know this is not all you women, but you women out there that think the man should pay for everything. But you don't want to give back what he probably might even think to compensate him for paying for everything. Or maybe he just is not down with the whole me pay for everything. But that's just what's on my mind. Yeah. So what you guys think? It's your boy Derek Pretty Boy Dow. Pretty Boy the Panther. Grab for me, ladies. God, this is what's on my mind. What's with the old fashioned? What's up with the take? It's time to give a little. Chuck deuces all day, every day.